So, welcome back. That is super annoying. Uh, Elgato decided it didn't want to work, which is great. So here we go. Take two, stream part two. Like I said in the comment box, maybe one of these days I'll get lucky and get through a full stream again without something just completely crashing. Someday. What's up, Prolo? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing okay today. Welcome to part two of tonight's grind. You know what I really need to start doing is I need to look into alternative streaming softwares. Like I've got the Elgato HD60 here, and that's what actually hooks up to the device. But the software to process that and then send it to YouTube is just so unreliably garbage. It just takes half the fun out of it. Always worrying if the thing's just gonna crash out and crap the bed. Put that on the to-do list for maybe this weekend. Because it's getting old. And heavy attack, and special attack, and another special. And there's that. There is that. Well, big congrats on fleshing out the team. Domino is she's good. She's really good, but she's so fickle. So fickle. So I totally get where you're coming from. Like for me, I don't like the ridiculous RNG aspect of everything. Like, is this going to be a big hit? Is it not going to be a big hit? Is it going to be a crit? Is it going to be a bleed? Am I going to get the lucky, unlucky, and how long is it going to be up for? Just makes using your super unreliable. So I kind of like the Incinerate heavy synergy, because at least that is reliable. Otherwise, she's only really solid as a defender, because defenders have much better luck than using those champs offensively for some reason. Cheers. What's up, Executor? How you doing, bud? Happy Thursday. Well, tail end of Thursday, at least. No, Friday. Jeez, I'm all kinds of topsy-turvy. It's Friday today. That was bad. It's Friday, it's the weekend tomorrow. Hopefully that's a good thing. Well, there you go. The parry heavy bit is really best suited for when you need a big incinerate quick and you don't have torch. It's got its place. still a bit very unreliable. Plus, I don't like having to take up 3 roster spots for effectively 1 move, you know. And cheers, succeeded. Cheers on the Alliance improvement. I think you got 1 more off-season war, and then it's back onto full-on seasons again. Although I don't think I've seen an official announcement from anybody yet, so might have a couple more off-seasons to go. That drains of power. Excellent. This and do this and do this. Yeah, we're moving along pretty well. I think a solid goal for the end of today is 8 million. And then be about 2/3 of the way there. Whether or not I actually wind up at 8 mil, because I probably should be able to hit 8 mil. It's just gonna be a long 8 mil. So I've got a big old long list of champs that I just want to take out and play and learn how to use. I'd be very remiss to say that to not have Mojo towards the top of that list. He looks like just like such a fun, tanky, silly champ that can just do a whole load of heap load of damage, especially when he's ramped up. And that's just really just from seeing a couple of videos from Alliance mates and just getting wrecked by him on the Alliance war. Very nice. Big congrats. Gold 3, there you go. You're working your way up the food chain. You guys gonna try for a gold 2 this season? And if so, I do wish you the best of luck. Kind of does sound like there might be some big Alliance War news coming out pretty soon. Again, if what Legacy was saying is winds up fleshing out. But whether or not that's implemented for the season that's going to be starting soon or the season following that, I don't know, we'll see. I don't really know how to feel about that though. Like, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago that they just changed AW again with all the other new nodes. So for them to be changing it again, I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that. I think it's just because I'm also just ultra apprehensive about that game mode in general. I take everything with a grain of salt. I've been hurt before. I've been hurt too many times. But, you know, everyone's got their thing. Some people love AQ, some people hate AQ, some people love war, some people hate war. Seems true with Arena, story mode. Yeah, it's just not my favorite. I think really if there's just like a reward buff, I think that would help. Because for the amount of grief you have to go through for an entire season to get what you get, doesn't really seem worthwhile. Especially since AQ is as amazing as it is now. Alright, big fella. Sun's getting real low. That works for all the big guys, right? Not just Hulk. I will go check it out as soon as I'm done with this round. There we go. Perfect. Alright, execute. Let's see what you got. If they could just come out with a feature to just press auto help instead of us having to manually do it, that would be amazing. Not me, Sparkles. Not bad. That Void's awesome. Same with Archangel. Yeah, all around, that's pretty good. Congrats on the 41 MVPs. And, you know, just because I have to... I mean, I should really just stop by and say hello. That's just me being cheeky. But that's real cool. That's real cool. Ah, the guys. Did I misspell it? Or is it just being slow? I think it's just being slow. Oh, the period. Nice, nice. Couple million accounts in there, nice. Very cool. Well, I do wish you all the best here, coming up for AW and AQ here, coming up here shortly. I got you. I'll say. I'll say. You got that one spot to go, and you guys are maxed out and ready to roll. I don't think AQ does AQ start tomorrow or the day after. I don't remember. But either way, you guys are set up real nice for it. Maybe that's another strategy for Annoyalist. Let's just use Jugs or Unstoppable Colossus and just always stay unstoppable. Turn into like a Rock'em Sock'em Bopper fight until Annihilus' Unstoppable falls off. I think of it, why is Juggernaut a Mystic champ? I can kind of get why Unstoppable Colossus is, but Jugs makes a little bit less sense to me. Let's go with this. Excellent. You guys already starting to plan out paths and who's gonna go where and all that? Or do you guys do like a free-for-all approach? Because I know some people do it different. I mean, there's no right way and there's no wrong way. Just whatever suits everybody's fancy. Like for us, everything is super tight and pre-planned, but cool, cool, cool. Good. Well, that's good then too. Just hold everybody to it. Excuse me. Yeah, it's way too early for that. It's not even 9 o'clock. Got hours and hours to go. Alright, so he's got Voltron. And they got the missions, which I wish were a bit more useful. I don't know. I still think Maw needs another looking at. You shouldn't have to be a bot playing Maw with a whole heap ton of buffs on you to be useful. Like the damage that Maw should be able to do with just the degen should be a challenge to be able to ramp up to, but once you ramp it up, it should be useful at least. And yet, it is not. Not even close. Points are doing pretty good, about ready to hit 7 mil. Well past the halfway point, which is excellent. The end isn't yet in sight, but dang it, we're getting closer. I'm going to need to take a look at it later on to see exactly where I'm going to want to fall. Because 12 mil is ballpark for new champs, but I know a lot of them have been going lower. Terex went for 15 for some odd reason. But everybody else has been going like 9 or 10 recently. So I may wind up just going lower. Save myself the grief. Because, you know, as much as I love getting those, one of the battle chips for those amazing arena uncollected crystals, you know, I don't think I'd lose too much sleep over it. And heavy to the face. Get some of that meek juice on you. Was that ever explained in the movie? Why Meek, like, shoots some sort of, like, poison liquid on people? Because I don't think he ever did that in the movie. Right? It's just something that they made up for the game. Like, he could have just had, like, venomous skin or something, but they had to have him, like, shoot acid instead. Because, you know, why not? Medium, and medium, medium, and medium, medium. Actually, why am I doing that? I'm not Namor. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. I mean, got the job done, but... there are other ways of doing this. I think my favorite idle animation in the game is Arcus's right here. Is that like classic like boxing pose, putting up his dukes? It's just so silly. It's so silly, especially for that character too. Oh, okay. We're fighting. And okay. And beer tornado. So in my vials, I've got several vials of craft beer that I just drink in between fights. And then that's what that special 2 animation is. It's the wild cyclone, the super hoppy variety. It should. You still run the risk of him going unblockable and it not mattering, but slow should work, yes. Provided you're using a... yeah, no, it should work. Because I don't think there are any Mystic champions that can slow. Maybe Supreme, I don't remember. But, yeah, should. Because I think it's for all unstoppables, not just active ones. Because sometimes it gets annoying between like what affects what, if it's an active buff or passive buff. But I'm pretty sure it does. I think. Who are you gonna be using? Nothing else. I'm gonna look up and see if there's a easy to get to Rhino or a Rhino dual target. Let's go check it out. Because like I said, I assume it would. So let me see. Let me see if there even is anybody who has a Rhino 2 duel. I think that, I guess, should be the real first question there, huh? So, let's see. Yeah, of course not. Yeah, because I think the only caveat with She-Hulk is that she can't do it against someone who has a natural class advantage over her. So, you know, the skill champs. Yeah. Yeah, I would like. Yeah, I assume so. Archangel or Domino with full synergy for what? Sorry. So offhand, I'm gonna say yeah. She-Hulk should be able to slow Rhino. Although, like I said, just be mindful that even though you've got the unstoppable slowed, you still can periodically go unblockable too. So you still gotta be mindful of that. Excuse me. If you're asking the personal preference of the two, I'd say Archangel is better than Domino. Just because Archangel is reliable. Or predictable, I suppose. Domino could potentially be more fun just because she gets bigger crits and bigger bleeds and bigger numbers and all that, but for every time she gets a big crit or a big bleed, she gets a nothing as well. So you may wind up needing to roll a rotation just to get lucky again. So if you got the time or the patience for that, that's cool, but otherwise, AA. And special. There we go, 7.2. Definitely should be able to hit 8 tonight. Let's do that, let's do that, and let's do that. So, yeah, this should be fine. You know, actually starting the fight might be helpful too. You don't see that too terribly often. Running into a bot who revives because of the villain synergy. Grillo, yes, I am going for Black Widow, top 800. So I'm doing the 4-star arena right now. It remains to be seen if I'm going to be going for the 5-star for the second arena. Just really depends on our cutoff. If it's something plausible, like 40 mil, maybe 50, then yeah, possibly. But if it's anything over 50, then probably not. Because she isn't a bad champion, I'll give her that. White Widow is not a bad champion. It's just that the skill champs are such a dense field of super useful champions. That's really hard to find a place for her. And as such, I would probably only use her as a synergy champ for Ronin. So it might not be worth putting up a whole lot of points for me, but just to be able to play around and take out and test out, yeah, I'm going to be going for the 4-star here. I got the 3. 3's fun. 4 is a little bit better. And actually, if I don't go for her starting Monday for the new arena, that actually might not be a bad thing because I don't want to get burnt out, especially if I decide to do the Red Guardian grind too. That one's going to be nuts. Yeah, everyone's got a favorite part of the game. I think Arena is definitely one of mine. Because it's the only game mode where I get to play with most of my roster. Everywhere else, it's like I've got my AQ team, I've got my backup AQ team, I got my AW team. I've got, you know, my tried and true questing team. But, you know, each one of those is, you know, 5 champs. 3 for war, and there's 170 people in the game, so this way I still get to play with my squad. Because honestly, when was the last time that anyone would take Loltron out for anything, you know, outside of just arena points? Fireballs for you. I know they're not going to, but Loltron needs a lot of love too. The fact that he can neutralize his own poisons for an extremely weak debuff is not ideal. Like, if nothing else, being able to stack the poisons and then by launching a special should make the poisons permanent instead of erasing them for a temporary heal block. Like, it's such a dated mechanic. that. Cool. Cool. Although, when push comes to shove, if I do find myself in the possession of an extra Tech Awakening Stone, whether it's in the rifts or just a freebie somewhere else, I probably would give Lultron the Awakening Stone. Just for the fact that he's a trophy champ and then there's no other way to ever awaken him. Same with King, even though King is absolute garbage. And if you're curious to see what a maxed out 5-star rank 5 SIG 200 King can do against Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, that video is on the channel. You can check that out and find out for yourself just how OP that guy is. So much fun. So much fun. Heavy and smash. Excellent. Actually, you know what? I didn't wind up looking. I said I was going to yesterday, and I just never wound up doing it. I wanted to look up on Tricos to see if they had a more accurate cutoff for the for Taskmaster Arena yesterday. Because on Reddit, the lowest that they got was what was ranked 90. That's for like 32 mil, something like that. Still makes me wonder, like, what rank 150 was. Looks like everything here is like people putting up 30 mil, 31 mil, and still winding up like top 100. But that guy's a steal. Yeah, no, nothing. Anyway. Super riveting YouTubing, I'm sure. Still, I really did not expect him to go as low as he did. Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I'm just stockpiling them all for the end of the event. Just to kind of get them over. I don't want to say get them over, but just to do them all in one fell swoop. May wind up doing like a halfway point though, because that all takes a bunch of energy, and I don't really feel like burning a full refill on just running rifts. Especially if I'm going to be wasting energy starting tomorrow anyway. That all having been said, I do think that having the chronometer is a step in the right direction to make your rifts more fun. Because they used to recycle that event all the time. This is like the 5th or 6th iteration of rifts, it feels like. And they only just now are introducing a tool to be able to actually pick your path. Because I've just gotten shafted too many times. Like too many months going an entire time without getting anything really interesting or useful. Alright, Krollo. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. And enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, little Hawkeye. Come on, my dude. Dance. So there's that, and there's that. And see what this does. Very nice. Very nice. I'll take that. Alright, so She-Hulk and Bishop, and let's do Super Iron Man. Should still be okay on the 5 stars here, even though I'm starting to dig into some of the rank 2s. Getting close to the point where I might be starting to get worried about death squads. We don't need that. And special to the face. Beautiful. B-E-A-beautiful. Actually, this probably wasn't the best of matchups. Just because Super Iron Man can't really do anything, aside from just keep punching. And this guy heals every time I crit, so that's fun. It's nice, even though I get concussion, I can still dex that attack. That'd be so annoying if the concussion reduces the ability accuracy of your evasion. But hey, that works too. I'll take that. Oh, to the point earlier about slow and stopping Unstoppable. It does stop Unstoppable just unless you've got Mighty Charge. Like She-Hulk would not be a good option against Red Guardian this month. Just because since he gets the Mighty Charge, he shrugs off all the debuffs when he dashes forward. And that includes slow. Alright, so this will be the last of the 5 stars. Probably duck back in, burn off some of that quest energy. Maybe do a couple rounds of 4s. Spaced out a little bit right there. Definitely not a good sign. You gotta be sharp. Last thing I want to do is get wrecked by a vulture. That'd just be embarrassing. Cool. There's that, the last of the 5s. Just refresh them for good measure. Or punch the help button. Not sure anybody's still awake to do anything about it, but they wouldn't be refreshing tonight anyway. Okay. So, just slap She-Hulk around a little bit. Still really curious if they wind up introducing Jennifer into the MCU. Oh, she does. She's got her own show. But how that all ties in, I mean. Like, is it going to be like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of deal where it's like, yeah, we're going to loosely mention this one event that happened, and then just really never touch on it again? So, perfect. Bait out the special there, so I don't need to worry about him getting pushed to a special 3 unintentionally. Lather, rinse, repeat. Very, very nice. That should be it right there. And let's see how we're doing up top. Let's just do a couple of these just for kicks. Turn on some boosts. Actually, let's just run class. Stick with the same boost the whole time. And I am running boosts right now just to speed things up just a little bit. And they were just going to go to waste anyway. It's the same strat I do for when I do the 3-star arena. Except for the 3-star arena, I run boosts all the time. Probably why I like 3-star arena so much. Them boosts add up quick. Come on, big fella. Actually, at this point, it'd probably just be faster to go in and attack him, but I always appreciate the opportunity to practice up on some Quake and Bake. Plus, Quake is one of the few champs in Arena where you can actually optimize her moveset. Most everybody else takes too long to ramp up, and the opponent is just down before you can do whatever unique thing your champ can do. Which is kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. Alrighty, so that was the science boost. Let's move on to the mystic ones. Let's see how many of these I got. I got enough. Excellent. Doesn't really matter. I say that and watch. I get some ridiculous Death Squad matchup. That'd just serve me right, wouldn't it? That wasn't too bad, actually, for an Electro. Special one should get him down, I think. Yep, perfect. Perfect. I'll take it. And another flying, hovering Mystic Champ. With all the Mystic Champs that hover or fly, I'm surprised that Scarlet Witch doesn't. Maybe if they ever do an MCU version of her, she will. Cool. There's that. Bring this up, refresh these dudes just so they're out of the way to make life a little bit easier for bringing up the next batch, which will be the Cosmics. Just swap in Thor right there. Let's be a wee bit faster. Since these are just the 4 stars, and because I've got a few boosts to use, I'm not really too fussed whether it's a 15-minute boost or a 30-minute boost. Need to thin the herd a little bit, so next time I open up some of those solo crystals, I don't have everything go immediately to the overflow and then probably the bin after that. What a waste. I'm just thankful that Kabam hasn't implemented a crystal cap yet. I guess it's easier for them to just store information on a crystal count as opposed to individual items. Because that was the whole reasoning behind establishing an item cap. It's just blowing the mind of the system behind the scenes. Come on, my dude. Special me. Thank you. And that's that. So then we got Tech next up after this, followed by Mutant. Going through the cycle. And Tech, and Tech, and Tech. Y'all are getting the 15-minute boosts. Didn't realize I was so disproportionately valued there at the 15-minute as opposed to the 30. Let's do that. Let's do that just for kicks. For kicks and for good measure. No heals for you, my friend. Gotta keep the show on the road here. Don't have time for that regenerating nonsense. And there's that. And special one, and Loki went down as if he had never existed in the first place. Poor guy. Outside of being an amazing counter for that one variant path. And a decent synergy champ. Loki doesn't have a whole lot going for him, does he? I need to turn on boosts. Let's do that. And let's do that. And let's do that. Bingo. I'll come back in some other time for the 2 and 2.5% boosts. Probably whenever I want to. I actually got like a... probably for Red Guardian, honestly. For an arena where the cutoff is going to be super high. And I wind up devoting a bit more time to the arena grind itself. Then probably just throw up those big boosts on the 4 stars, just grind through, refresh them while the boosts are active, and just maximize my potential. Whole big strategy game with arenas. I think more so than anything, arena grinding is a mental game, especially for the big cutoffs. You gotta be okay with just sitting down and doing it. And by that point, you're gonna be refreshing the same team constantly. Definitely a good idea to have something else to do while you're grinding. That would be a fun video for me to make sometime. Pro tips on arena grinding. Well, and I think I got the mutants left here, and then that's it. Then I'm gonna call it. Mutant. And boost, and boost, and boost. Let's do that, and do that, and do that. Yeah, let's do that, why not? Probably could have swapped the Archangel with the Rogue. Better handle that Old Man Logan and his regens, but at the end of the day, it's for this caliber of fight, it's not necessary. Brilliant. Love it. So, what if I can steal all those Furies? Steal some of them. Excellent. Beautiful. What's up, Ellis? My cutoff for the 4-star, I'm gonna go about 12 million, maybe a little bit over. I think that might wind up being a little bit overkill. Some of the other champs more recently have gone for somewhere in the 9 and 10 million range. But then you also have Terax who went for 15, so I think 12 million ballpark. If you get to 12 and there's still time left, I definitely recommend going further just for kicks. It's always better to be over by 2 million points than under by 2,000, you know, so. If you got the time, wouldn't hurt. But there you go, guys. That is going to do me for tonight. Sitting at a little over 8 million here with a day and change to go. So I feel like my pace is going pretty good so far. Should be able to get done with plenty of time to spare. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out here and getting the gab. It's always fun chatting with you guys, putting up some points, and I very much appreciate it. For everybody who was tuning in and watching after the fact, cheers for watching the stream. I stream live about the same time each day, stream on the weekends as well, so I hope to catch you live in a forthcoming stream. It'd be really cool. Get to say hi. If I could get you guys to take a sec and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm currently doing a big content creator push. Those guys have a minimum threshold of subscribers in order to get into the program, and a big thanks to you guys already, as I'm getting real close. So a big thank you in advance. But until next time, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well, everybody. Bye for now.